Today we're going to have an in-depth look into Mew, the next new attacker in Pokemon Unite, and it's supposedly going to be free through an event, so stay tuned for that. Hi trainers, I'm Teeds, this is Nuts. Huge shout out to Phil/Yoomuus, another Pokemon Unite YouTuber who put this all together, made it very easy for us to follow along. Thank you so much to Phil for sharing this with the Pokemon Unite community. Okay, let's go through it. So the release date is on the 2nd of September, which is very, very close. I do recommend watching all of this video just so because I think everyone will have access to Mew because I think it is going to be free. So you probably want to know as much info as you can about Mew. For the question of the day, the way that Mew works is extremely unique. So I would love to hear your move combinations in the comments down below because there are a lot of combinations you can do with Mew and I would love to know what you come up with, trainers, and then maybe I will try them out in my gameplays. Right, so we have the passive synchronize. Each time the Pokemon uses a move, it and nearby ally Pokemon have their movement speed increase for a short time. When the Pokemon reaches level 5, the move reset icon can be used to reset the Pokemon's moves and learn new ones. This icon goes on cooldown after its use. Each time the Pokemon knocks out or makes an assist on a Pokemon on the opposing team or scores a goal, the cooldown of move reset is reduced. Using move reset reduces the cooldown of the Pokemon's Unite move. So that's really interesting. Mew here seems more supporty right now because every time it uses a move, you give a buff to your allies and increase their movement speed. And you have a move reset icon, which you can use throughout the game, I guess, where you can pick 2 other moves instead. I wonder how long this move reset is because every time you get a knockout or an assist or the enemy team scores a goal, so I'm not sure if you have to be in range or like have to see it, or just every time it happens, it reduces the move. So it's so interesting to me that Mew benefits off the enemy scoring, which is like such a strange thing to think about, right? It's basic attack plus enhanced auto. Each time the Pokemon uses a move, it gains a boost counter. A maximum of 3 counters can be stored. After 3 boost counters are stored, the Pokemon's next basic attack becomes a boosted attack that consumes all boost counters and launches a ball of psychic energy at an opposing Pokemon. The further the ball of psychic energy travels, the more damage it deals. So every time you use a move, you get a boost counter, a maximum of 3. After you get the 3 boost counters in your storage, your next basic attack becomes a boosted attack. You consume all the counters and launch a ball of psychic energy. So you want to do this from a distance because I wonder how fast it is, right? But you want it from a distance because the more damage it deals. But I feel like because it does more damage the further it travels, it's probably harder. So basically it's a risk reward thing. You have it more likely that they're going to dodge it because they can see it coming, but you will be able to have more damage dealt with it. It really depends on how fast this is going to be, but I can't imagine that's going to go like super duper fast. But it is a very unique boosted attack. Like I don't think we have any boosted attack like this because it literally is a psychic energy ball traveling. What the heck? Next we have is reset. So the 20-second cooldown. I think this is the reset move icon that we were talking about. So it is a 20-second cooldown. So every 20 seconds you can change your moves up, I'm guessing. With moveset 1, we have Electro Ball. So Pikachu's Electro Ball, Solar Beam. So like Venusaur's Solar Beam and Surf. So that could be like maybe Slowbro's Surf or like Blastoise Surf. I'm not too sure which one it is. So basically it seems that with Mew, because in the lore of Mew, I believe Mew can learn any move because it's made up of DNA of like all the Pokemon. However, I guess in this game, to make it more simplified, they have only like limited it to a few select moves instead. And for moveset 2, we have Coaching, Light Screen, and Agility. This is very interesting. So I guess there's like a bunch of different combinations that you can do here. It's a very unique Pokemon for sure. So maybe like if you have your move reset and you need to like make a steal or something, you could like switch to Solar Beam to get that steal off, like to secure like Dreadnought, Rotom, or whatever. So here we have Electro Ball. Let's see if it's the same as Pikachu's. Has the user hurl an electric orb, dealing damage to an enemy Pokemon in the area effect and leaving them paralyzed for a short time. This move deals more damage the lower the enemy Pokemon's remaining health is, and when upgraded, strengthens the effect of the paralysis inflicted by this move. So it is actually different to Pikachu's Electro Ball. It's not the same here. With Pikachu's Electro Ball, you slow them and reduce them, and you also like deal damage to like enemies around that Electro Ball as well. So it's not the exact same as Pikachu's Electro Ball. For Solar Beam, has the user blast a bundled beam of light, dealing damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. If this move hits an opposing Pokemon, the user gains 1 additional boost counter. So you do get a boost counter from this as well. With Solar Beam Plus, reduces this move's cooldown by 1 second for each opposing Pokemon it hits. So the more Pokemon you hit, the quicker you'll get this move back up. This is not the same as Venusaur's Solar Beam. It's like the same similar move, but it has different effects. Venusaur's one is different from this move because Venusaur actually deals damage based on the enemy's health, and it has tier kick damage. It's randomly divided, etc. So it's not the same as Venusaur's. Then we have Surf. Has the user charge forward on a wave, shoving opposing Pokemon and leaving them unable to act. The user gains a shield and becomes immune to hindrances while using this move. At the end of this move, the user can jump in a designated direction and becomes immune to hindrances for a short time, and with the upgrade it strengthens the effect of the shield granted while using this move. So it seems to be more similar to like Blastoise's Surf, where Blastoise can jump in a designated direction after using this move. It does give you some defense and stuff, so you gain a shield and you become immune as well. This move seems really good to set up team fights and go in. It's so interesting because Mew is classified as an attacker, but it looks like you can play Mew in multiple different ways, like maybe like a supporter or a defender or something like that because of the moves you pick up. But with Surf, because you go in and you're immune to hindrances and you gain a shield and you also have crowd control, it's like Mew can set up for its teammates as more of a tankier Pokemon here. That's just how I'm taking it from using this move. Then we have Coaching. So Coaching is unique to Mew. Has the user move toward an ally Pokemon, grants that Pokemon a shield, and increase that Pokemon's basic attack speed. If this move is used on an ally Pokemon that has not been coached, its cooldown immediately resets. If this move is used on a recently coached ally Pokemon again, with a set amount of time, it goes on cooldown. The cooldown of Electro Ball, Solar Beam, or Surf is reduced each time this move is used. And with Coaching Plus, you reduce this move cooldown and also reduces the waiting time before this move can be used on a recently coached ally Pokemon again without triggering its cooldown. So this is a very unique move. It is a very supportive move. So Mew comes up very supportive here if you pick up this move. This would be great on Pokemon who rely on basic attack speed as well. Kind of like Blissey in a way, right? Because you also give them a shield and you increase their basic attack speed. So Blissey's Helping Hand increases your allies' attack speed, and then Blissey's Safeguard gives them a shield. It's kind of like Safeguard and Helping Hand together. But each time you use this move, I wonder how long the cooldown is on this move as well. The next move is Light Screen. So Light Screen is from Mr. Mime. Has the user create a translucent wall at the designated location. Opposing Pokemon cannot pass through the wall and will be shoved if they make contact with it. So they will be shoved away if they make contact with this wall. If the user's Electro Ball, Solar Beam, or Surf move passes through the wall, the effects of the move, such as damage, range, and area effect, will be boosted. This is very similar, for those who know what Smite is, it's very similar to like Goth's Wall, where you can use your basic attacks and stuff through it and it just increases the range. I'm not sure about the damage, I don't remember, but it reminds me of that. If this move is used again, it pulls the wall closer and has it move with the user. What? While the wall moves with the user, attacks from opposing Pokemon that pass through it will deal reduced damage. So basically, if you pick up Light Screen, you will always want to use Light Screen first and then use your other moves because you want that extra damage. You want to deal more damage, you want to have more range, and you want to have a bigger area of effect. So because they also deal reduced damage as well, this with Surf, because Surf gives you like a shield and stuff as well, this with Surf will have like more defensive stance of using Light Screen. With Solar Beam, you will have more damage, more range. With Electro Ball as well, that's crazy. I actually really like this. I wonder how it works for Electro Ball, because if it's like Pikachu's Electro Ball, it goes into the air, maybe it'll go over the wall, but we'll see how the targeting works. And when you upgrade this, it increases the size of the wall. It's really interesting. When you use it again, it pulls it closer and it moves with you, so you'll always have like reduced damage. So basically, maybe what you can do is, if you're trying to defend an objective or defend your teammates, maybe if you have a tanky build as well, you want to have that wall against you and try to block the projectiles from enemies. They'll have reduced damage on objectives and your allies. Such an interesting ability, because Mr. Mime's Light Screen, all it does is creates a wall that prevents enemies from passing. Oh my god, it's a Light Screen div. Next, we have Agility. So it has the user move quickly in the designated direction, increasing its movement speed for a short time. A maximum of 2 uses can be kept in reserve for this move, and when upgraded, increases the distance the user moves in the desired direction. So this is just straight up like go in or get out kind of move. It's mobility, you have movement speed for a short time, and you have a maximum of 2 uses, so you can do a dash basically. I wonder what this works really well with, because I guess what you could do, depending on the cooldown, maybe you could keep like using Electro Ball or Solar Beam from a distance. So you use Electro Ball, use Solar Beam, dash, use it again, dash, use it again, dash. But again, you can change your skills up every time in the game, so you can keep changing them up, right? I really want to see gameplay of Mew, because I really want to put together like some combinations that you can do. But it sounds really fun having this much mobility on attacker as well, like just to be able to kite really well. For Mew's Unite move, has the user float higher, create a field at its current location, and become invincible. The user and all ally Pokemon in the area effect enter enters stealth. So you're in stealth and all the allies you have in this area are also stealthed, so they can't see you. After a set amount of time passes, this Unite move deals damage to opposing Pokemon in the area of effect. So you probably want to stay out of this move as an enemy. So to counter this move, right, you want to use ranged characters with area of effects or long ranged moves and basically just use everything you have in here. But a really good way to counter this as well is like use a big circle move on top of it. So for example, like just put Delphoxes on top of this. If you really wanted to maybe eject button with Blastoise and then use your Unite move, Mr. Mime could just run in if he wanted to with his big circle move. Trevenant. There is a lot of things that can be used to counter it, and at least from what I'm understanding here with how it's working. But yeah, very interesting Unite move. I wonder how it's going to work with like how it's going to change up team fights with everyone entering stealth. But because you also don't know what they are, it's going to make it scary. Okay, so those are all the moves for Mew. I am really excited for this Pokemon. Like, this just sets up a lot of different playstyles that you can do. It looks like Mew can be played supportive, aggressive, defensive. It could play as a defender maybe, depending on how squishy it is. But Mew is, I don't know if I see this as an attacker, to be honest. I think the only attackery moves it has is Electro Ball and it's Solar Beam, I think. But everything else is like, could be turned into a supporter or something like that. So Mew basically to me has multiple different roles that you can use, and I think that's really fun in a Pokemon. Personally to me, I wish Mew was classified as a supporter instead, because Mew can support the team by doing different things, I guess. But I don't know. What do you think, trainers? That's just my opinion. You don't have to agree. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about this, trainers. I love to read them. Like the video if you found this interesting. Thank you so much for watching, trainers, and I'll catch you for the next one. Bye!